is to go out of this, the wheel of life. That's why Buddhism is there, okay? Once we are out of this, means you get an enlightenment. You're in Nirvana. That's why you can see Buddha outside. Okay? So, first thing is you should know the importance of life. Okay? I should say life is very, very important. Why? Because it's very difficult to get it. And once you get it, you should also know that life is impermanent. One has to die, whether you be rich or poor, whatever may be, whether whether you are king or citizens or whatever may be, even animals, they have to die. So all the lives are important, okay? And when you die, nothing will come with you, except one thing, that's a karma. Your karma will follow you like your shadow. And then that will decide where you will go here. So there are 6 realms. Upper 3 is considered as a best, and lower 3 is considered as a, worst, okay? So upper 3s are God in the middle, that's a semi-God, and this is where we are, a human realm here, and then this is an animal, hungry ghost, and then the hell realm. So if you look into the central, there are 3 creatures, 3 animals, okay? Snake, bird, and then the pig. So they are called 3 poisons of life. The 3 poisons of life are anger or hatred, ignorance, and then attachment or desire. So snake symbolizes the hatred, birds symbolize attachment or desire, and then the pig actually symbolizes the ignorance. So because of the 3 poisons of life, again, that leads us to reborn here again and again. So most important thing is whatever we do, we should always think of the 3 poisons of life. Okay? So in each and every realm, there is always suffering. Like in the God realm at the top, the pride, that's the suffering. Because if you see a tree which grows from semi-God realm, and then fruits are actually enjoyed by a God. Okay, so they get everything from the tree. That tree. They don't have to work. Whatever they wish, that comes from a tree. And then their lifespan is more than 100, 200, 300. Okay, but one day the leaf will fall from a tree, and then the name will be written on the leaf. That particularly the person or the God is going to die. In 3 days or in 2 hours or in a week. So at that time they have most painful in their life. That's their most painful. Because if I know that I'm going to die tomorrow, I won't be happy. Same thing the God will have one day. Okay? And then in a semi-God realm, now the tree, as I said, it grows from that realm, the fruits are enjoyed by God. That's actually anger. They also want to enjoy the fruits. So that's why they always have war with the God rhythm, but most of the time they were killed. They are killed by God. Okay? So here in the semi-God rhythm, their suffering is like a hatred or desire. Okay? And then a human rhythm, the suffering. What do we have? Desire, birth, old age, sickness. These are suffering that we have in human realm. And then animal realm. Lack of food, shelter, killed by each other. That's their suffering. And then hungry ghost realm. We believe that those who want in hungry God realm, they must be very rich in their previous life. Okay, but they must be like miser, greedy. They never do offerings. They never help others. So that's why they reborn here as a hungry ghost. Because if you see their neck, it's very tiny, it's very small, and then they have a big stomach. Their stomach says, I want more and more, but they can't even swallow a drop of water. So that kind of suffering they have. And then the most, as I said, this is the bad, it's the worst. Because, according to your karma, they will be a very steam cold, they will burn or boil you, cut you into pieces. Okay? So most severe or bad venom is a hell. So in In a life, we should always think of 3 positions of life. Will of life.